Good Monday morning, Village. So good to see you. It's Monday, so we will do 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead and individual cards for those who request. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to be starting the week with you. Let's hop on over to CardCam and get things going right away. You can see I am using Ethereal Visions. This was a gift from Melissa, who I think is here with us today. I do love this deck so much. It's one of my primary in-person workhorse decks, although I've decided to remove the 2 extra Major Arcana cards. And at our tarot meetup yesterday, I made fun of them. But I love this deck so much, so we're using it. All right. Melissa, even with the weird extra cards, I pull them out. I don't use them. We did a whole thing. I used them as a teachable moment at the meetup yesterday, but I don't see the need for them, so they remain in the box. But it does not detract from the beauty of the deck. Okay. Oh, Trey, are you asking what the extra cards are called? I will show you. They added to the Major Arcana. So we have Major Arcana 22 and 23, which is interesting because that messes up for the people who make the Fool 22, which I don't, but Mary Greer does. That messes that up right away. We have the Well and the Artist. Maybe we'll do a whole session on that, like extra cards and why we hate them and love them. That would be a whole fun session, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. 3 cards. 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The 6 of Wands. And the King of Wands. Okay. So this to me is a very specific message. And here's the way I would take it for myself personally. Do not dare blame bad fortune for lack of victory. For victory is available. Be a strong leader. Be creative. Are there things going badly? Absolutely, yes. But can we still have victory, creativity, passion, and all the things we want? In broad strokes, yes. And obviously, I am not trying to lean into toxic positivity, nor am I suggesting that it is as easy as that. But there is something here that really says, don't blame the things you cannot control. Take control of the things you can. What do you think of that? Let me know. I am going to start now by saying a huge thank you to Katie Kondo for the generous super chat, and I will absolutely get to you. Now, Katie is going to be speaking at a legislative hearing in Massachusetts today. So I think when I will get to you pretty quickly, Katie, and I'm going to do a week card, but I'm also going to do a card for that because that's pretty cool. Okay. Right, Jeannie, it's a great message in tough times. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we're going to start over on Instagram with Liz Trucolo. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Oh, and this is interesting because this was in our 3-card weekly reading, but it came up reversed for you. So this is an extra special, powerful message for your week ahead, Liz. And it suggests that there are ways that you are not feeling in your energy. Whether this is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, you may not feel able to access your creativity or your sense of connection. This week, do the self-care you need to do so you can feel more like yourself going forward. All right, divine timing over on Vertical. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. 10 of Pentacles. This week, your ancestors are with you and are helping you. Focus on building the life that you want to build and what it is you have to do that. Obviously, you're not going to do that in a week, but keep the focus. Keep your eyes on your goals. Karina Morrison, also on Vertical. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. 7 of Swords reversed. This is asking you to focus on your own integrity. There are people around you and situations around you that definitely lack integrity. Focus on your own integrity and use your own integrity to get you to where you want to be. Now, that gets me to Katie Kondo. Again, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years, and thanks for the generous super sticker. So we're gonna break format for you. First, we're gonna do a card for the week ahead, which is the 2 of Swords reversed, recognizing that there is so much going on here in life that is not peaceful for you and that is not sustainable. Like you're dealing with a lot that does not feel sustainable. And that is very real, and there it is. But that's also, in a way, what the legislative session is about. So a card for your talk today in front of the legislature. We have the 5 of Cups. And so you have to show the problem and you have to show the solution. Problem, solution. They have to see, and this is the hard part, they have to see what it looks like for you, but it can't be from a perspective of being like whiny and complaining. It has to be stating the grievous facts, but also the idea that there is hope, and you have to have that there too. Best of luck. Oh, Heather Roberts, that's so interesting. I'm looking forward to getting to your card. I used to live regularly in a space of magical thinking instead of magic, and we understand that difference. Magical thinking is a psychological problem. Magic is real, but has its limitations. I feel like I've been backsliding into that magical thinking since we got back from vacation. Got it. All right. Sorry to hear that. We will talk about it. Sirius Shakir, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. All right. Sticking on Vertical for just a second. Lynn Collins, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. This week, go into this week, personally and professionally, with your eye on the future and your eye on your success, and don't let anything or anyone get in the way. Jeannie, I can supply the answer to that question. It's about resources for those who are disabled. Katie, if you can say more, please do. Katie, Jeannie wants to know about your talk. Okay. And DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The Fool. DH, I feel like this is like the first week since your move that you've gotten this like very uplifting card that is like, okay, we can now play. We can now have fun. We can now be open to the new adventure and the new story. And there it is. Trey, you did not get skipped. I'm coming to you. I just wanted to handle the vertical first because they go by quick and then I lose them. And I didn't want that to happen. All right. Trey Cameron, you are absolutely the first person on OG YouTube, and here we are. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. No problem, Trey. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Good to see you. Okay, here we go, Trey. Justice reversed. So a couple of things. This week, you may see things that are unfair where you want to use your voice to try to make things better. And that's fine. There may also be things in your life that are feeling out of balance that you're going to want to try to bring back into balance. There may be ways that you're treating yourself unfairly where you're going to want to change that as well. So consider that as we move forward into the week. Oh, and if someone is treating you unfairly, don't let it happen. Smile Soul 20, you're up next. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, and thanks for using members only emojis. Thanks for being a moderator. Queen of Cups reversed. There are some real things going on here that are not making you happy. Do not let unhappiness keep you from action, but let the idea of greater happiness inspire you to action. Okay, Neil, good to see you over on Instagram. Here's a card for you. 6 of Wands. So this was in our 3-card weekly reading, so very auspicious. This week, it's all about your success. What feels successful to you? What do you have to do to feel successful? What do you have to do to create success in your life? Focus on those things this week. Sophia over on Facebook, good to see you. Would you like a card for the week ahead? Candy B, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do cards for you and Marlon. Starting with you, you also get the Fool. I love that. What a great way to start the week. This week, Candy, be open to learning new things through experience. Approach this week with humor and a sense of adventure, and be open to new things. For Marlon, the 4 of Swords reversed. And I'm always remarking how sometimes, Candy, your cards just don't match. This one's pretty good because the 4 of Swords reversed is very much time for you to get busy as well. So this week, whether individually or together, Candy, both you and Marlon can be taking leaps forward. It is cool, for sure. All right, Sophia Hart over on Facebook. Here's a card for you to start your week. 3 of Cups reversed. So I have questions socially, if you will. I don't know if this is saying this week you should not be social. You should focus just on what you have to do. Or if this is saying you really need to spend time with your friends. Or if this is saying you need new friends. I'm not sure. Pose, thank you for subscribing. So here's what I'm going to say to you, Sophia. This week, think about your social energy and think about your friend group. What is working? What is not working? And where do you need to make changes either immediately or in the long term? That's what I'm going to say. All right. Carolina McMahon, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's your card to start the week. We like this for you. The 3 of Pentacles is about work and recognition and rewards. You have been working really hard, but not with much recognition or reward. Something good could happen this week. I like it. Oh, Sophia, that makes sense. Okay, good. Good. Okay, and anyone just joining us, if you would like to ask for a card for the week ahead, please do. Okay, TJ and GA, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and your daughter. All right, TJ, Knight of Cups reversed. This week, I feel like you're not feeling the love. I don't know if this is like personal, if it's romantic, if it has to do with a particular person, or if it's just you not feeling it. And I don't know if you need to force yourself to like be more open to possibilities, or if this really is a sign to lean in and do self-care. So here's what I'm going to say to you, TJ. This week, you have to really think about your feelings and honor your feelings. You have to think about what do you want to pursue and what do you not want to pursue. And what have you wanted to pursue, but maybe it didn't go well, and maybe you still want to pursue it, but you need to do it differently. So think about what your heart's desires are and how to best pursue them. All right. And for your daughter, TJ, Queen of Swords. This is about recognizing your truth, your integrity, who you are as a person, and what matters to you. That's what you need to be focused on this week. Oh, baby cakes, thanks for your very kind words. Really appreciate that. Over on Vertical, we've got Victoria M. Here's a card for you for the week ahead. It's the Magician. This week, be open to new possibilities. Be open to education, to learning new things. Really think about what your skills are and how you want to enhance them. And be very careful about communication, because there could be communication kerfuffles. All right. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do Karen, Kim, and of course you. Okay. Oh, Michelle, thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate that. All right. Christina R., a card for your week ahead. The Two of Wands reversed. This reversal is a little frustrating. It's going to take time to figure out the path ahead. And that's okay. And there may be other frustrations as well. You know, maybe you find the path ahead, but then figuring out the logistics on it becomes difficult. One way or the other, there will be some frustrations. Do not lean into that. Just keep going. Karen, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. This is Christina's mom, Karen. Five of Pentacles. I think this probably has to do with the change of boss happening at your work, but it could be other things too. This week, you are worried about losses or what you're going to miss or what is not happening or may not happen. And there's some real stuff here. There's some real things that are upsetting, but recognize that opportunities are always available to you. Before I get over to Instagram, we still have to do Kim, Christina R.'s sister. Seven of Swords reversed. I think this week you're going to recognize you are on the right path, you are doing the right thing, and you can be hopeful that it will result appropriately. All right. All right, beautiful Gemini over on Instagram. Hope you're doing great. Here's a card for the week ahead. You're a member on YouTube. 10 of Wands reversed. This week, it's about settling in more socially, meeting people, making friends, figuring out, and I mean, it takes forever really to figure out who your friends are going to be. But this is a step forward in that direction. Okay, Melissa Grosso, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Glad you're here. And thanks for using members-only emojis. All right. Melissa, and thank you for your kind words. Huge thanks for Saturday's reading. Your insights resonated so deeply. I'm glad. That was a tough one. I'm glad. Okay, so Melissa, here's a card to begin your week. Strength reversed. There will be frustrations here, and there will be things that make you angry. It may be best not to show your anger or to be judicious about how you express frustration. At the same time, you cannot ignore it. You must listen to your internal reaction to your experiences, because that's going to tell you something important. I just did Melissa, and now I am on Jeannie Mnuchin. All right, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Jeannie, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Queen of Cups reversed. You are definitely going to be in your feelings this week. There are some things that aren't going to be feeling good for you. And, that happens. The thing is, whatever it is you're feeling, honor your feelings, but let those feelings motivate you rather than causing you to shut down. Use them to motivate, not to shut down. Caroline McLaughlin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. 4 of Wands reversed. This week, out of the comfort zone you go. Into new creativity, new ideas, and new activities. Try that. Try that. There you go. That's what you got to do. All right. Mick Shuir, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We are going to do you and Barbie Bird, who is also a member. Here we go. Mick Shuir, Ace of Swords. I love this. This week, I think, brain fog is not going to be so much of an issue. I think you're going to have a lot of clarity. And that may be clarity around communication, clarity around mission, clarity around what you want to do, and most certainly clarity around your integrity, which I don't think is ever really in question. For Barbie Bird, isn't that interesting? 7 of Swords reversed, very similar to Mick Shuir's Ace of Swords. 2 of you should have a conversation this week. Barbie, this week recognize that you are in your integrity, and do not let people make you feel guilty for things that you don't have no need to feel guilty for. You're fine, and you need to know you're fine. 64 Amy Penn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Emperor reversed. This week, there may be some things having to do with the structure of an organization you are working for or interviewing with, where you recognize that their structure at the top is really messed up. I don't know what you're going to do about that, but it is something that shows up here. So there is a sense of leaning into your own structure make sure you're stable, make sure you're doing what you need to do, because we cannot count on others to be stable and well-structured. Teresa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. All right. Here is a card for you. 8 of Swords reversed. 8 of Swords reversed. I think this is telling you, Teresa, to not have anxiety and not worry about the transitions that are coming in your life. It's exactly what you planned for. You're doing all the right things. Do not worry. Hey, Lisa McCord, good to see you. It was so great to see you yesterday. Thanks for coming. Okay. And you're there, actually, Lisa, you're there over on Vertical, so I'm going to just get you right now so I don't miss you. Lisa McCord, here we go. 4 of Wands reversed. You know, for you, you're not the first person to get this, but I have a specific interpretation for you, Lisa. The thing is, I think what you grew up expecting your life to look like and what your life looks like now are 2 different things. You're not wrong. The expectations were. Now, I think the question is, what do you want your life to look like? And what are all the things you need to do to create that? That's the question. Obviously, it takes more than a week to figure that out, but that's the thing you want to focus on. Oh, Mix, you were literally this morning. I kept trying to get to the Adult Swim after one of my in-office days now that I'm free Monday nights. I keep not having the energy, and it just occurred to me why. I literally have to mask all day, and by the time I'm done at the office, I'm exhausted. Plus, taking transit at rush hour is a nightmare as well. So anyway, that's my realization for the morning. Understood. Understood. Okay. Vanessa Sullivan, I'm just going to grab you right now. Over on Vertical, here's a card for you. Queen of Wands, this week, nurture your creativity and nurture the things you're passionate about. That's the bottom line. And, to your comment, Mixuer, I think there is so much truth in being kind to yourself and recognizing, if you have an exaggerated sense of capacity, you're always going to disappoint yourself. If you recognize how hard you're working, you'll be proud of yourself. All right. Pamela Phillips, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Member for more than 3 years. We're going to do you, your daughter, and Pip in England, and Pip is also a member. All right, here we go. Starting with you, Pam, High Priestess reversed. There is something that's going to feel out of balance this week, or potentially some way you're going to feel guilty or not enough. Let's turn this right side up right now to call attention to this and maybe avoid it. For your daughter, the 9 of Swords, there is something going on that is causing some worry or some upset. Whatever it is, it needs to be acknowledged and addressed. It may not be serious, it may not be a terrible problem, but it needs to be acknowledged. Now, for Pip, 6 of Pentacles. This is a great week to be thinking about reciprocity and equity, and how for much of your life you have given more than you've received. And while none of us want to be scorekeepers, you do need to make sure that personally and professionally, what you're investing makes sense. All right, Latrell R. Morris, so good to see you. Latrell is also Von Ray, who's been a member here for more than 3 years. Great to see you. Here's a card for you. We have strength. So, Luttrell, Von Ray, this week, recognize your abilities, recognize your talents. It's hard when you feel like no one else recognizes it, but recognize it nonetheless, and it will move you forward. Recognize your strengths, and when things upset you, try to respond from a place of wisdom and kindness. All right, LP, you're up next, and I can see you're here. Good to see you. Here's a card for you. Justice. LP, this week, really focus on being fair to yourself. I know you're fair to others. Like, that doesn't even worry me. But focus on being fair to yourself in your thinking and in your self-talk. I just have a feeling that you may S-talk yourself in your own mind, and I feel like that hurts you. So maybe don't do that. Okay, over on vertical, Shirley, good to see you. Here's a card for you. Two of Swords. This week, do everything you can to be at peace. You have some decisions you need to make. Do not make them from a place of a cluttered mind. Make your decisions from a place of peace, not from a cluttered mind. And do not let your heart influence your decisions. Do not let other people influence your decisions. Make the decisions that you know to be best. All right. Liz Harrison, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Here we go, Liz. Knight of Cups reversed. You know, I have a very specific thing to say about this. This week, if you don't feel like doing it and you don't want to do it, you get a pass. You have the pass from your tarot fairy godmother to just say no. Even if it's things you normally like doing but don't feel like doing this week, don't overthink it. Just say no. Good luck. LP, your feelings are always correct. All right. All right. I'm sorry. I would have loved, LP, I would have loved for you to come back and say, what? Me? I don't do that. You're wrong. I would have been happy to be wrong on that one. But since I wasn't, please heed the advice of the card. Okay. Claire C., so good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. All right, Claire, here we go. Seven of Swords reversed. This is starting to stalk us, and I'm here for it. Claire, trust yourself. This week, trust your intelligence, trust your intuition, trust your integrity, trust yourself, even if other people aren't trusting what you have to say. All right. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being here for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Everyone, make sure you follow Joyous Ocean here on YouTube. Okay, we're going to do you and Jada. All right. Here we are. Okay. Here we go. For you, Joyous Ocean, 10 of Cups reversed. It is this whole question around how can you have a personal life and not let it take over your life? And I think like everyone should listen up to this, especially women who date men. Because I feel like women have been taught to center men in their lives. So when you're dating someone, that becomes the center of your life. Or even just when you're dating, the activity of dating can become that. So I feel like, Joyous Ocean, you're learning how to have relationships without making them the only central focus in your life. Good luck. Now, for Jada, Five of Swords reversed. Jada, I think you're learning how to have difficult conversations, how to say the hard things in ways that they can be heard. Liz, will do, and happy to hear I get a pass. There you go. There you go. They don't get handed out easily, but you got one this week. Okay. Oh, Audrey M., so good to see you. Amen to that message. I have friends who ditch their friends when they get involved with a man, right? What's up with that? And what's up with the man who doesn't honor pre-existing friendships? Like, that's an issue too. Like, that is a red flag on both sides. I agree, Audrey. And it was so good to see you yesterday. Thanks for coming. Okay. Lisa E. We're going to do you and Jenna. Oh, your date went well last night. Good. So I'm not going to do a reading on that right now, but we'll see if the card we pull for your week ahead gives us any insight. So here we go. For you, Lisa E., the Hermit. That's interesting. And it's not a romantic card at all, so I don't really have a lot to say about the date. What I have to say here is, if the Hermit is to guide your week, then let it be the wisdom of the Hermit. If there has been loneliness, because the Hermit can be about loneliness, be aware of that and do not let loneliness impact your decisions. Let wisdom impact your decisions. Now, for Jenna, the Hanged Man. And I think it's interesting, you both got major arcana cards, so this week could be important to both of you. Jenna, for you, if you can't control it, there's nothing you can do about it, so learn to not let it bother you. If it's outside of your control, it's outside of your control. And that's what's important to know. Anna K., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Ouch, I'm sorry. Three of Swords. I feel like you've been going through some tough stuff. This is not predictive that the week is going to get harder. It is saying that healing is important here. It is really important for you to focus on healing of body, mind, and spirit this week. Okay, Karina Morrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, did I already do you? I think I already did you over on Vertical. Yeah, but you also got the Ace of Pentacles, so that's going to help too. That goes right along with the card you got before. All right. Autumn Pond. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. Here we go. Very often, Autumn Pond will record this video and put it on Facebook, which I always appreciate when it happens. Let's see. Autumn Pond, here's a card for you for the week ahead. Ace of Pentacles reversed. I'm sorry that came up reversed. This week, if you can take time off and you have it coming to you, maybe you should. Or planning a vacation for later. I feel like you need to get out of the routine and do something different. Do something you haven't done in a while or haven't done before. But on the other hand, make sure you stay grounded. Mariana, so good to see you. Here's a card for you. High Priestess reversed. Mariana, make sure you stay balanced this week and be careful about negative self-talk or negative thinking about yourself, and don't let other people manipulate you with guilt. Jenna Perkins, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. You're traveling. Where are you? Oh my goodness. Here's a card for the week ahead. Judgment. Jenna, this is about putting the past in the past and opening up to a new future. It's about hearing the voice of spirit and letting that guide your life. This week, learn from the past, but do not live there. Anticipate the future and do what you have to do to make it the way you want it to be, and enjoy being in the present, knowing that you are guided. All right. Karen Hendershot, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing really well. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Here's a card. The Sun. I feel like there's good things coming for you this summer and this week. Be open to it. Be open to new possibilities, new friends, spending time outside, living in the light. We look forward to this for you. Hey, Chrissy MC, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Glad you're here. 3 of Swords reversed. I am glad to see this reversal. This suggests that you are healing. Whether this is of body, mind, or spirit, you are healing, and that's what you want to lean into, because that's a beautiful thing. Gemini Sun, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. We're going to do Cassandra, Raquel, and you. Yes. Starting with you, Gemini Sun. Temperance reversed. There are some things going on and some ways in your life where you are not feeling like you have what you need. You're not feeling like you're in balance. You're not feeling like you have all the right ingredients. And maybe you don't yet, but you will. You have to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with life. And in time, all the pieces will come together, I promise. Now for Cassie. There's that 3 of Swords reversed. It's about healing. Whether it's healing from the past, healing of body, mind, or spirit, whatever, that's the focus. It's healing. And for Raquel, the Queen of Swords reversed. We're going to think about the times that you've made yourself small so that other people are more comfortable. And maybe you're going to start thinking about ways that you don't want to do that anymore. And if other people are uncomfortable with your energy, with the muchness of you, then they should find people who are less. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you are. 6 of Pentacles. This week, it's all about reciprocity. What energy you give, you can expect to get back. So recognize that the work you do will be rewarded. That's the important piece here. Jackie Masters, it is so good to see you. You are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. All right, here's a card for you. The Hierophant. Jackie, I know we talked this weekend about stuff going on at work. This week, lean into your authority when you need to. Go to the proper authorities when you have to, but don't let anyone undermine your authority. and be strong on that internally and externally. Good luck. Heather Roberts, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I think I was going to ask for a card, which I would still like, but those cards you just drew speak directly to my life currently. Oh, and then you come in and talk about magical thinking having to do with the 3-card weekly reading, which had that Wheel of Fortune reversed and the idea that, and then the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, like we can still be powerful with it. For those of you who don't know, magical thinking is a psychological term that basically, like OCD people do it a lot. I have to do this a certain number of times or bad things will happen. But we do it, like the difference between magical thinking and thinking magically is magical thinking is if I wear this crystal, then I will be protected from this or that. Thinking magically is I'm going to put this crystal on and I appreciate the energy it gives me. End of story, right? You see the difference? Okay, so Heather Roberts, here is your card. 8 of Cups. You are growing in leaps and bounds. And so like every day there is new growth for you. Enjoy it, feel good about it. I think sometimes as we grow, when we get older, one of two things happen. Either we stop growing bad or we continue to grow. And then sometimes we regret that it took us this long. If we're growing, we're doing it right. And Heather, you sure are growing and you sure are doing it right. Sarah F., good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Zach, of course. Sarah F., for you, the Emperor. This week, I think you'll find that things are pretty much stable and as easy as they can be for you. So I think it's going to be just a pretty predictable, stable week for you. For Zach, there are some things going on that we don't like. And I would note that you both got 4 cards. Emperor is a 4 and obviously 4 of Cups. 4 is a great number for a partnership. It is stability, like very clearly. But for Zach, there's something going on that is not quite pleasing him. And it may be about make the best of it until we can do better. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. You also got the Ace of Swords. We've seen this before. I think this is good for your healing. I know you've been going through a really difficult healing journey of body, mind, and spirit. But I feel like in all of those regards, you're on the right track now. And you just want to hang on to that. Hang on to the healing and hang on to the truth. Because that truth will set you free, my friend. Okay. Sirius Shakir, you're up next. Thanks for being here. And once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Sirius Shakir, here we go. 3 of Pentacles reversed. I think this week you're thinking about what is working and what is not working. What am I happy with? What am I not happy with? And what can I do to fix it? And, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I wish that everything was perfect. It is not. But you will have some opportunity to make some fixes. So keep your eye on that. Oh, Heather, thanks for this feedback. Uncomfortable growth. That makes sense. It did occur to me, I see myself sliding, and that does say a lot. It's taken years, but I'm glad that the little girl in me is finally being cared for. You're going to make me cry. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Okay, baby cakes. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Every day from Friday. That's true. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Since we started taking care of the twins on Thursday, we've moved the newsletter recap to Sunday, which means that most weeks there are 4 days in a row again. Yep, absolutely. Okay, so Audrey M. Oh, I missed Baby Cakes. I talked to Baby Cakes, but I didn't do the reading. Audrey M., you're up next. Baby Cakes, I'm doing you now. Good to see you. Baby Cakes, Magician Reversed. This week especially, avoid conversation with vexatious people. Vexatious, is that a word? If it's not, I just made it up, but I bet you know what it means. Avoid those conversations if you can. This week, focus on what you want to do, what you want to learn, what you want to work on. And if you are studying something or doing some schooling, force yourself to get some of that done if you need to. All right, Audrey M., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Good to see you. The Star. It's all about healing, Audrey. It is all about thinking about what you want. It's not just hope, but hope that can be fulfilled. So healing, hope, hope's fulfilled, abundance and prosperity. It's all here for you, Audrey. Rebecca Dusk, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A card for the week ahead. Yes, indeed. We have the Chariot. So this could be a mundane thing. It could be about a car, buying a car, getting a car worked on. It could be about planning a trip. But it also can be about your own mastery, how you are figuring out your way forward. And this is the end of a great journey, but the beginning of a new one, because now you know the way forward. There's no stopping you. All right, Medium That Rocks, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. The King of Swords. This is all about you stepping into leadership, stepping into right livelihood, and recognizing your place at the table. It's a beautiful thing. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. I love it. This Seven of Swords reversed is stalking us, and I love it. Recognize your own wisdom, because this is telling you, Martha, that you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're saying. Speak your truth, recognize your wisdom, and don't back down from integrity. That's the bottom line. All righty. Okay, so from my perspective, Jackie, I already started this morning. That's good. That's good. From my perspective, we have gotten to everybody. If I missed you, I am so sorry. I did not mean to. It's last call. And if you're here and have not requested, again, last call. Baby Cakes, vexatious people, yeah. And you are studying, and forcing yourself is the right term. Yeah, it's what you got to do. You know, it really is. So yeah, it is last call. We will have a class later on this week. We're just getting it scheduled, but look for that coming up. I'm available for readings. There's a link right in the description. Reach out. Get your reading. Yeah, Martha, I was thinking about that work sitch. Actually, that was what came to my mind, was your work sitch. So yes. I am very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. If you haven't watched your tarot scopes, make sure you do. What we did this month and will continue to do, there's the members tarot scopes that we did live, and then the edited tarot scopes for everyone else. So get thee thy tarot scopes. And I appreciate you all so very much. I will look forward to seeing you really, really soon. Have a fabulous week, everybody.